Hi there, I'm Holly Furgason from Sparrow Pilates, and this is Hazel. We're going to go through a few exercises that will work on upper body strength, core strength, and kind of get everything moving a little bit. So let's go for this. So you're going to stand at the back of a mat with some space in front of you to move. You're going to nod the chin and start to roll down through the spine. Let your hands come towards the floor. Kind of turn your head like you're saying no, shake your head like you're saying yes. Feel the connection through the back of the legs as you push down into the heels, lift up through the front of the abdominals, pull down through the back of the glutes to roll back up. We're going to be rolling up and down a couple times. And so I want you to feel that connection through the back of the pelvis and that lift through the front of the pelvis. We'll do that again. So we nod our chin, we roll forward through the spine. Once you get your hands towards the floor, you're going to walk your hands out just a couple steps or a few feet until you can set your knees down so that your knees are directly under your shoulders and your hands are under your hips. You're gonna let yourself sink down a little between the shoulders, push the floor away, lift yourself up and back. Try not to let the head drop. You're keeping the neck in good alignment. You go down and press up. We're gonna do sets of 4. So this is number 4 here in this little workout here. And then keep that connection, pushing the floor away. You're gonna push yourself back to your feet, walk your hands back towards your feet, find the back of the pelvis, that connection we were just talking about. Pull down through the back of the pelvis, lift up through the abdominals to roll back up. We're gonna do that again and we're gonna add to it. So we nod the chin, we roll through the upper spine, bend the knees whenever necessary. Walk the hands out to that quadruped position. Once you're in that quadruped position, you're gonna let yourself sink down between the shoulders, push the floor away. No sagging in the lower back. 2 and 3. One more time, 4. This time you're gonna take that connection through the back of the shoulders and through the back of the body. Hover the knees up into as low a hover as possible, keeping the curves of the spine the same, and then set the knees back down. Inhale. Exhale, connect around your center, helium balloons attached to each vertebrae of the spine. Float your knees off the ground, and then you set the knees back down. And 2 more. Inhale, keep pushing the floor away, connect through the back of the body, float the knees away, and set the knees back down. Last time, connecting around your center, floating your knees off the floor, setting the knees back down. Lift the knees, lift the hips, walk your hands back towards your hips, draw down through the back of the pelvis and roll yourself back up to standing. We're gonna add to that. So you're gonna nod the chin, you're gonna roll down through the spine. Walk the hands forward, 1, 2, and you're a couple feet away. We're gonna lengthen through our upper back. 4 times we go down, press up, speeding it up a little. 2 and 3 and 4. We keep that press. We hover the knees and set the knees down. Connect the abdominals, hover the knees and set the knees down. You're not pushing with your legs. You're connecting through the spine and setting it down. One more time. Hover the knees, set the knees back down. Keep the shape of the leg, keep the knees down, lift one leg, circle your leg around, trying to not shift way off center. So everything stays as centered and as even as possible through the front and the back of the body, as well as side to side. 4 in each direction, 2, 3, and 1 more, 4. Bring the leg back in. Other leg goes, you stay as neutral as possible. 2, 3, and 4. Reverse. 4, 3, 2, and last one. The knee sits down, you lift your hips, you walk your hands back towards your feet. Drop the back of the pelvis, connect through the glutes and hamstrings, connect through the abs from the front of the pelvis, and roll back up to standing. From there, we add one last piece. Roll down through the spine, walk your hands a little bit away from the knees and feet. Find that quadruped position, float the knees off the ground. And we're gonna try to do that shoulder glide. 4 with the knees hovering. 3, 2, and last one. Set the knees down. From here, we're gonna do the leg circles with the knees hovering. So you lift the knees up, you circle around. 1, 2, 3, 4, reverse, 4, 3, 2, and last one, set the knee down, sit back. If you need to do a little shell stretch, feel free to do so. And then we've got that second side. So tuck the toes under, connect the abdominals, hover the knees up, circle around. And 2, 3, and 4, reverse. 4, 3, 2, and last one, set the knee down, sit back, untuck the toes, push through your arms a little bit. Take a breath. And then come back forward into that quadruped position. So keeping the hips over the knees, you're gonna hinge at the hips and go down in a little bit of a push-up and press back up. If you want this to be harder, you could, of course, take your arms further forward. We wanna remember that push-ups are about shoulder stabilization. They're not about moving your shoulders all around. So you've gotta keep that sense of pushing the floor away, which is why we started with that connection. Pressing, getting serratus anterior to be active. One more time. You're gonna walk your hands out further, either a kneeling plank, glutes connected, toes tucked under, helping to activate the back of the legs, or push into the feet, lift your hips up, full plank, holding, and setting the knees back down. Push through the back of the legs, press yourself up, and lower it down. We've got 2 more of those. You can, of course, keep the knees down. Lift and set the knees down. Last one, press through the legs, lift and set the knees down. Sit back towards the heels, stretch the arms forward. And we're gonna press the hips back open, come back forward into that full plank one last time. So either kneeling plank like I am now, or press yourself up into a full plank, tap one foot to the side, bring it back. Tap 4 times each side. And 2, 3, and last one, 4. Bring the knees back, lift the hips, walk the hands towards the feet, drop the back of the pelvis, take a breath. Feel the back of the pelvis draw down, the front of the pelvis is lifting up. You come all the way back up to standing, and we're all done. Good job. Hopefully you feel a little bit of work through the shoulder girdle. The shoulders are gonna be what stabilizes your elbow and your wrists. You need that support from the back of the shoulders, from serratus anterior, in order to have strong arms. Thank you.